Hey, mighty men of God, Dr. Joe Martin here with Real Men Connect, where we help good men become great men God's way by providing with real answers to real problems in the real world. Welcome to the Real Men Ride Along. Guys, I'm on my way to an appointment to meet a friend of mine. We're going to fellowship a little bit this morning before I do some other things on my calendar, on my list. But I wanted to shoot this quick video for you because if you haven't heard already, or haven't seen it on our website, or haven't heard it on our podcast, me and my ministry partner, Pastor Jasper Williams, we're going to be co-hosting a Give Me My Life Back webinar, a free webinar just for you. And listen what I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this webinar, because we're going to show you how to achieve work-life balance and how to avoid burnout. Did you hear me? How to achieve work-life balance and avoid burnout. Do you know that's the number one issue, according to a Burnout study, that's the number one issue that Christian men give as their toughest challenge in their lives, is having work-life balance and trying to do it all without losing it all. So we're going to have that webinar, but this is not a commercial for the webinar. I want to share with you quickly before I get to my appointment I want to dispel some myths, some lies about time management. And I'm going to shoot some short videos, starting with this one, and I'll be sending them to you before the webinar, so to kind of get you ready and primed and pumped for the free webinar, so you'll be ready to receive from us when we share with you. But one of the biggest, I guess, myths or lies that we tell ourselves about time, and you've probably heard it a million times before, is that I don't have enough time. Sorry about the glare in the background. I got the sun in my back, but you'll see me in just a second. There I am. I'm back again. But I don't have enough time. Guys, that is one of the biggest lies we tell ourselves. I tell people the only thing worse than telling a lie is what I call a self-deception lie. That's when we tell ourselves a lie so much that we actually believe it. It is a lie that we don't have enough time. Guys, right now, you don't know what time it is when I'm shooting this video, but right now it's a little bit before 8 a.m. And already this morning, I've had a quiet time with God, spent a couple hours with God in prayer and time and doing some journalism, journaling with God. Also, I did a radio interview on Moody Radio, because I do a segment on every other Thursday for them about men's issues. And now I'm going to see a friend of mine to fellowship with him, to connect with him, with a brother in Christ. Then I'm going to do an interview with my father-in-law for my podcast, because he's been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Please keep him in your prayers. And that's all before 10 a.m. Now, I have the same amount of hours you have in your day. And we all have the same amount of hours. I don't care how much money you make, you can't add another hour to the clock, even though we wish we had it, and we don't have it. Let me adjust my camera for just a second there. But it's a lie. Now, here's the truth of the matter. Time is an equal opportunity employer, and we all have the same amount of time. The real issue is, what do we choose to do with that time? See, all the things I'm doing today, and I haven't even mentioned all the other stuff I have to do today, and I'm getting ready to go on a speaking trip tomorrow up to Michigan to speak to a group of men. And so, but all this has to do with, how do I use my time? And so it's not that we don't have enough time. It's, do we choose to either plan our time? And that's exactly what I do, and we're going to show you how to do that on the webinar of giving you a strategy. None of this stuff is done by accident. I plan my schedule. So when you have time, you can plan your time. Another thing you can do with your time, you can choose to do with your time, is you can choose to invest your time. Me going to see this guy, to meet him for breakfast, is me investing time in him, because I'm trying to build a relationship. Me going to see my father-in-law and interview him, because we don't know how long he's going to be with us, is an investment of time, because I want to get as much wisdom from him and create some memories, not only for me personally, but for our family members, for my wife and his children. And so I want to create some memories, so I'm investing time in that relationship. So I can plan the time, I can invest the time, also I can give time. We can give time. I give time on the radio, to Moody Radio, to be able to give that time to other men, so I can edify them, encourage them, instruct them. You know, you get it. But also we can choose to waste our time. We can choose to waste our time. Whenever I hear people tell me that they don't have enough time, I'm questioning, are they really investing? Are they planning it? Are they giving their time? Or are they just wasting time? Because we all have the same amount of time in a day. When I was a college professor, I used to challenge my students in my classroom that I would ask to see all of their schedules because they always talked about how busy they were. And I never found a student who was busier than me. And I even challenge men today. I have a very crazy schedule, but I choose to plan my time carefully. I invest my time wisely, and I give my time generously, but not at the sacrifice of the most important thing. But one of the things I try not to do is to waste my time. So guys, do not let that be an excuse for why you can't even come to the webinar. Because Joe, I just don't have enough time. Yes, you do. We always make time for what's most important to us. So put it on your calendar. You can go to our website to find out the details at GiveMeMyLifeBackNow.com. That's GiveMeMyLifeBackNow.com to find out the details of the free webinar. You do not want to miss it. And remember, we are males by birth, but we are men by choice. So each and every day, choose to use your time wisely, because a male and time is a terrible thing to waste. Talk to you soon.